standard size and a larger size. And then you also have shapes as well, so each one. So you're thinking of like $8 for the standard size, they go up another $2 for the large size, $10. And then if you want the shapes, it'll probably be $1 add-on. So it could be a standard star shape or maybe extra large star shape.
And the different ingredients or toppings, there's an upcharge for each?
Not necessarily. I think it would be like what we decide toppings and maybe most popular. Say if it's fresh fruit, that would be a bit more because it's fresh and we have to get that on the day. If it's like candies, then it would be different.
Is there another store that you saw in your research that does what you do? Forget the charity component, but just a 100% chocolate store. Something that we can compare to. Because we live in a big world. There's a lot of businesses. Is there a store that's just for chocolate?
There are stores just for chocolate, but not in the same way.
But which store is just for chocolate?
Well, there's the M&M store, there's.
But M&M is a $1 billion brand.
And they sell retail,
And
retail products as well.
Correct. So is there just another store where they just sell chocolate?
Yeah, there's one
Yes.
called Hotel Chocolate.
Hotel chocolate?
Yeah.
How many stores they have?
A lot.
How many?
It's quite, in the case,
What they call Hotel Chocolate?
yeah.
I will look it up for you, just in case. Welcome to a JT Foxx hot seat. If you say something, I will double check. Welcome to what your parents experience. Okay?
This is just so you guys get to experience what it is like, right? You worked really, really hard, but there's also some questions that haven't been answered. Now, let me ask you one thing, right? When you come to this panel, who do you really, really, really want to influence? But I mean, amongst the five of us, what's the one person that you really want to influence?
When they paid off.
Let me ask you a question, right? Who were you looking at when you were pitching? Who were you looking at when you were, all these guys? You were mostly looking at Francie, right? I was looking at you, you were looking pretty much in the center.
Three more years, buddy, 3 more years.
Think about this, right? When you pitch. I like the red on you, by the way.
Okay.
So when you're pitching, you always want to, or when you're selling, when you're speaking to an audience, you always want to identify the influencers in that audience, or the influencer, and then you really want to target your message, and you want to direct your message to that person. You didn't even look at GT the whole time you were pitching. So I'm just saying that, okay? This is just to help you uplift you.
Yep, so a couple things about this chocolate store. They're not just a chocolate store. They'll sell, cappuccino, lattes. They'll have like chocolate cream for your skin. They have alcohol and other things, other margin, because on the chocolate itself, it's not sustainable enough to do that. And so it's more like a gift store that they put together. And it's a very, very expensive, so it's a very exclusive, which kind of goes against the word candy black connection.
Candy block.
Oh, block, okay. I don't know what that means, you know what I mean? It doesn't have, you know what I mean? Like an emotional connection to the slavery and thing. And if you take a look at it, a lot of businesses trying to add a charity component, but what it's now found is that people don't care. They would rather have a cheaper price than they give to charity than buy something because it's a charity, okay? So a couple things, when you start off a business, there's a very low cost of selling online, right? And then if I was you, the business model I would have taken is you start off online and you sell. And what you do is your sales force become other kids like you guys that would then sell the chocolates. Half of the profits goes to them, half the profit goes to the company, right? So now the kids go to their parents and their families and their neighbors. They get to make some money and they get to help people at the same time. So it becomes more of a, and then also people can read or online if they like the candy. So then it, and something like, chocolate for a better future, right? So now it's just about chocolate. It's about giving other kids a better future. It's about supporting youth entrepreneurs. It's about supporting the children who make it. It's really about chocolate. So, and that's what it is. So your sales force becomes other kids like you. And it'd be very easy to sign up, and then they would have the candy, and then they keep half, and then they bring half of the money back for the chocolate, and then they can go, and if they want, they could sell it for more, they could sell it for less, that's up to them as well. But now your costs, you have no labor, and of course, everyone, if you take a look at it, you know the cookies that are most sold in the world? Girl Scouts, right? Girl Scouts cookie, because you can't say no, right? You can't. They don't care if you have a gluten allergy, they just want to sell it. Right? Okay. And also too, I saw the candy, but you have a candy cane there. Are you selling candy cane?
Oh, no. Can you play it with the block?
Well, the problem is candy cane and notes what? Christmas. Right? Right? It's seasonal as well. Is this a Christmas thing? Right? So that candy cane.
Like, dude.
So one thing I'll tell you from when I first asked all of you in the other room, what's your idea? And you said, we're gonna do for the candy industry what Build-A-Bear did to the stuffed animal industry. That was a better pitch. You overthought it. You did what your parents are guilty of. That's what you guys did, right? Because that was a really easy, when you guys told me that right away, I was like, oh, I get it. You want me to go in and end up spending $80 for a teddy bear because I picked out its shirt, right? You want me to go spend $10 or $15 for a candy bar, but because I can pick out all my ingredients, my toppings, I know you wanted to do customized wrappers, right? I don't even think you mentioned that part. No, they didn't? Okay. So, just simplifying that comparison, because we're all familiar with Build-A-Bear, or everyone is pretty familiar with Build-A-Bear and how much money they make, because you go in and it's part of that experience.
And if you were gonna go that, I'd be like, my candy, my rules. Yeah, that's what your parents go through.
But I think that was a really good effort. I think it was.
You guys did really good though.
I mean, it was all right. I mean, it was.
I mean, you would have done that good when you were there.
He couldn't have.
I was a
said the
stutterer.
presentation.
But there's a couple things. Is number one is that the fact that there's no other candies that build their own custom candies. It's not that you're going to be the first. There's a reason why. Okay. Also, there's a thing that you all need to. Everyone's becoming more health conscious, right? And also too, it's the type of thing. Is it going to be a one-time candy, right? Or is it going to be like, how do I get these people come back? But the more chocolate you eat, the worse it is for your health, right? So adding a healthy thing. Now there is a candy experience restaurant. There's a called Pete's. It was on the show, the TV show, The Prophet, right? They did it. They have 2 locations and parties there and everything like that, and the kids go in there. So it's kind of like they have a party and the kids get whatever candy they want, and it's very similar to what you guys want as well. So maybe you guys should Google Pete's Candy, and that would be, if that was going to build something like that, that's the type of beat. Also, too, the name, a little bit more towards, what you're doing. Candy Block Connection it's too Christian left brain. You know what I mean? He would like it because there's a connection. Now my partner would like it if you call it blockchain candy. Yeah, so, but.
Somebody else would have liked eye candy.
So wrong on so many levels. But you know what? Your ties look amazing, so yes, I know. So good job. And by the way, here's the thing. If you can survive JT Foxx, you could survive anybody. Give a big round of applause. Don't take off the tie right away.
All right, our next group. Come on, guys.